morning, tractors, trails, and living free audience. We are back, and I got up early to go on a field trip here a little bit. What happened was I got an email yesterday afternoon saying that there was a new tool available in the Atlas product line. And I know it's not really a tractor video per se, but the other videos I've done on this have been pretty well received, so that's obviously an audience there. So I actually got up early here the next day. I'm gonna go ahead and go over there, and I'm gonna pick this tool up, because when I bought the other tools, I kind of said to myself that these are cool, but the one tool I'd really like to have is this tool. And when I got that email that said basically they have that tool now, I gotta go get it. So I'm on my way over there, and we're gonna get it, and I'll check back with you a couple times, and we'll just unbox it together and hopefully try it out. So we'll catch you back in a little bit. All right, guys, we are back from the store, and so I guess you can see where we're going with this. So if you know from previous videos, I want to say 2021, late 2020 or early 2022, spring, I bought the Atlas 80 volt leaf blower and string trimmer, and I've done some reviews on those. More or less pretty happy with them. They still work well. The battery does well. I'll offer some additional opinions on that later, just to kind of do some follow-up on some viewer comments. But at the time that we did that, I was thinking to myself, this is great, and across all the product line, they all look like they could be useful products. But what I really thought I'd like to have would be a cordless sidewalk edger. Now, I do a lot of my edging right now with the string trimmer, and it does a good job. I use the .095 line on there, which is pretty heavy duty. It'll dig a little trench there on each side of the sidewalk and stuff, and it does a good job. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But I really thought that I would like to have a cordless edger, just for those times when you really need to chip up some stuff that hasn't been maintained in a while. I maintain my sidewalk at home pretty well, so I can do that with the trimmer no problem and get great results. But I do have a corded edger, electric edger. But some situations, if you don't have access to a power cord, something cordless or gas powered would really be really nice. So what happened was, in my email yesterday, if you go to Harbor Freight and you ever give them your email, you get bombarded with a lot of coupon offers and stuff like that. So I got one yesterday, one of their new product emails, and I pulled it up, and it said the Atlas 80 volt brushless cordless edger, and I was like, oh, finally, this is what I've been waiting for. So I got that, and just something else to add to that is, very recently, if you get their emails, they had a coupon for 15% off. So I was also able to use that in addition to the actual price. And since it wasn't like a promotional price or a sales price, I was able to use the coupon. So we got this for a pretty good deal. As with their other stuff, you don't get the charger or the battery with it, but I already have those, so that's fine. So just kind of want to let you know what we got here. So you can kind of see it's somewhat similar. I have not opened this box yet, but I'm going to guess it's going to be similar in length to the trimmer. We're really just going to see how heavy duty it is. When I look at it, it looks very similar as far as the trigger, the hand grip, and even the motor housing itself look very similar to the string trimmer. So I guess that's kind of what I'm expecting to see, and even where the battery connects, it looks very similar. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit and talk a little bit more and let you know what we got. Catch you back in a second. All right, so we got it open here on the end. We'll go ahead and unbox this. See what all we got. So if I remember, the string trimmer was pretty easy to assemble. There wasn't really much to it. So looks like this is kind of articulated here with a little wiring harness in between catching it, or connecting it. I want to check this out a little bit. Alright, looks like there's a little rubber gasket in between. Let's go ahead and pull the plastic off of both ends here. Alright, so the top side does look incredibly similar to the string trimmer. Same safety switch and all that. Bottom side here, let you have a look there. So that's just a similar motor to the trimmer. Like I said, a little guide wheel. Is your protection area there. It's made of plastic. It looks like a hard plastic. It's not. It's probably better than the end on the string trimmer. And it looks like they have a hardened steel blade that thankfully is already installed. I know with my quartered one, I had to install that one myself, and it wasn't really that easy. Alright, so there's probably going to be a handle in there somewhere, and then I guess I need to make this connection here where this little articulation of the harness is. So let me go ahead and get the instructions open and see what we have to do there. Alright, so what else do we have in the box? We have the handle, just like I said, the instructions, and little hardware kit. Looks like it has a little Allen key and a little scrunch, and then some metal bar that I have no idea what that's for. So let's go ahead and open that up. And let's see. Come on, you get out of there. Alright. Okay. So we've got to remove the two bolts from the handle and the clamp. So we got in here, it looks like a little Phillips head. There's a Phillips head on the end of this scrunch. Something important I wanted to add is that this and the other Atlas tool videos are not sponsored. It's all stuff we bought of our own free will with our own hard-earned money. So any opinion I'm going to give you is going to be straightforward. If I love it, you'll know. If I don't, well, it's going back to the store. And on the drawing, they show it pretty much between the coupler and here, and it looks like it is towards the back. When you look at it like that, it looks like the handle's towards like closer to the trigger. So that's the way we're going to install it. Just somewhere in there. They have this continuous harness between the upper piece and the lower piece. The whole tool itself would be easier to manipulate when you're doing your assembly if it just had a plug in between the two pieces where the harness plugged in together, and did it like that. That way you're not trying to manipulate the whole piece at one time. Is it started? Well, thankfully it looks like it finally is. And obviously this is fairly adjustable. You can put it on wherever you want. And I actually have it upside down where it is right here. So let's flip that around before we tighten it. Alright. just snugged them up so it doesn't move really. Then we need to basically make this connection here. Loosen the screw with the hex key. Gotcha. Which one? Alright, so let's look in the box. Alright, so this looks like the first flaw to me is I feel like we might be missing a screw, but I'm not sure. Pushing the release button. Okay, align the release button with the positioning detent and slide the upper and lower shafts together. I didn't really loosen it, kind of pulled it out. Alright. So this is a rubber thing here, and it doesn't look really that heavy duty. I almost wish it would looks like it's to protect the harness. I almost wish they had that, but it looks like it's got to come out. So let's pull that out. I said align it with the detent. So I'm guessing that's that. Yeah. So that's a good thing. I have this hole here, and because there's another screw right here, I almost thought we were missing a screw. So thankfully, I was a little worried there, but it looks like they did provide everything. Alright, are we assembled here? Alright, we've attached the handle. We have assembled the shaft. Cutting depth adjustment. So there's a knob. Let's see if I can show you that here. Butterfly knob. Loosen that to allow for cut depth adjustment. Tighten butterfly lock, blah, blah, blah. Hold edge or normal position. Okay, so I guess when you loosen this, it allows this wheel to rotate within this adjustment area here. If I can't make it a little more visible. Yeah, so here's the adjustment area here, this slot. If you loosen this, it should be able to slide up in there, which adjusts your cutting depth. So, I guess we got it installed, or assembled. Not too big of a deal. Still don't know what this is for. But I feel like it's going to show me somewhere, right? Blade lock rod. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes sense. You can't tighten it if you can't hold it in place. So, probably a hole here somewhere, right? So, if you rotate this, let's see, there's a hole here somewhere. So see, there's a little U-shaped slot down in there. And there's going to be a hole somewhere here for it to lock in place. Right there. So that locks the blade in place, as you can see. And at that point you're able to tighten it, loosen it, replace it, whatever. So I'm going to use the blade as is, see what kind of a blade they supply to start with. But yeah, at least it looks like you have the option of putting other blades on there. Unlike with the Atlas string trimmer, where it almost looks like you're just stuck with the OEM part. Although some viewers have offered some very interesting suggestions about modifying other heads to make them work. Okay guys, well that is the 80-volt Atlas string trimmer. We got it assembled. I want to say the assembly was fairly easy. Everything I needed was in the box, even though I thought I was missing something. It's packaged nicely. Nothing's dinged, damaged. And so we will put our tools away here. Just kind of let you know in upcoming videos, we're going to kind of let you know how this pans out. I am really excited. Like, to have an EDGER that can work without being corded up to it, that you can just pull out, pull a trigger and go, is pretty cool. So, like I said, this video is not sponsored, but thank you, Atlas, for creating the brushless 80-volt EDGER tool for this, because that's was something that was really missing from the tool line, in my opinion. So we will let you know in upcoming videos kind of how this is going, and let you know what we really think of it as far as reviews go. But yeah, this, nice cool surprise. So I rarely get up early to go get a tool, but this one kind of had, I had my eye on it. I wanted to have one from them, and just kind of see how it goes. I have not yet bought a second battery for this, but my thoughts are that with like a lot of electric powered and battery powered tools and such, their performance is, the battery life is greatly reduced based on how intense the load is that you put on it. Now, with the string trimmer, you can use the .080 or the .095 trimmer line on there, and it seems to do okay. There's not really a lot of resistance, in my opinion, on the motor as far as cutting grass and even chiseling out some dirt on the edge of the sidewalk to do edging with a trimmer. This is going to be riding on a sidewalk and trimming along the edge. It's actually going to be cutting in and kind of digging into it. So I feel like there's going to be more load on this. My concerns up front, of course, then are battery life. Like, will this tool work well with the 80 volt battery? Just to let you know, the battery I originally bought, I'm going to go ahead and grab it here real quick. Okay. So the battery I originally got with the original tools was the 40 volt or the 80 volt battery, and this is for 2.5 amp hours. Now, this is still available, of course. I think it's only a little bit more in cost than it used to be, maybe 10, 20 bucks, which you decide whether that's a little more or a lot more. I did see, I think they have either a 4 or a 5 amp hour battery, which costs significantly more. I want to say it's $190 maybe close to $200. I don't know. But if it does turn out that battery life is greatly reduced by using the EDGER, and if I'm not able to use it like on all my sidewalks and get them all done in one charge, then we may look into getting the higher amp hour battery. I've wanted the second battery anyway, so it doesn't really seem like a bad idea to go ahead and make the initial investment to just go ahead and get spend a little bit extra, a lot, spend another $60, $70 to get the higher amp hour battery, just so we can have two batteries, and one of them, will have double the life on it. So what we're going to do, we'll just go ahead and slap this in, see what it does. I want to make sure the blade's fairly solid. Feels like it is. So we got the battery in there. I want to show you on the trigger, there's like a little trigger lock thing here. So this could be, I think, if I recall, this would be like almost the trigger release. And then you can put this down, and then you can, if you lock it in place, and we'll see. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to get here. Cool. It's not too loud, runs pretty smooth, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll set that aside. All right, guys. I know that took a little while, so hopefully we're going to be able to shorten some of the install here with our editing and make it nice for you. But yeah, this is a tool I've been looking forward to having for a while, and kind of looking forward to trying it out. And we'll do that in an upcoming video, and I'll really let you know what I truly feel about it. Again, not sponsored, so you're going to get the truth on it. And other than that, thank you for watching. Looking forward to getting some more videos out soon, getting back to the tractor stuff, working out in the woods, and like, share, and subscribe if you like what we're doing, if you want to share it. If you want to make sure you see everything we have coming up, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And other than that, we'll catch you next time on Tractors, Trails, and Living Free.